Hello, this is Jennifer with Women Loving Jesus, and today we're on Proverbs 15:30. The light of the eyes rejoices the heart, and a good report makes the bones healthy. As we review this verse, we can see that there's two parts. I'll just go to the second part really quickly. When it talks about a good report makes the bones healthy, it's basically talking about when you hear good news, you physically can feel good. Um, The first part of it, I want to go a little bit in depth when it talks about the light of the eyes rejoices the heart. When I was reading about this, it was talking about the Hebrew translation could kind of be like a lamp, and it's more of what's not in the eye, but what we see and how we see with the eyes. And it's talking about with the Lord, there's going to be a light there that brings and shows us how to view things in a way that helps the heart, helps us to feel better. And we can see this in the New Testament. I really like the scripture that seems to be aligning with this first part, and that's John 8:12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. So he talks about if we have Jesus, we will have this light. We can see the world through the light. The light will be with us. We will not see the world through a darkness. This proverb is talking about seeing everything we take through Jesus, and that can bring being good for our heart. Whenever we take what we see around us and we have the perspective of that light that Jesus gives us, it can make us feel better. We sometimes have to work toward that because the world often views things, if they a lot of them don't have God, through darkness, without hope, without despair, without that light of Jesus. And so without even thinking it, we can be trained to just automatically look at things through that perspective of the darkness and not the light of Jesus. And when we retrain ourselves with the scriptures, knowing what Jesus says, the word says, knowing the plans that God has for us, then it becomes light and it becomes good for our heart. So I pray that the scripture today has encouraged you, and I thank you for listening.